hold on. Now this clip says it's 1:38, but I don't really think it's that long. Why is that? I'm on John's account.
Why we watching Elden Ring?
Wait, no, that was John that accidentally uploaded the wrong countdown video.
Uh-oh.
That was,
Was it
John.
some,
That was John playing.
He's gonna copyright strike your ass.
What if he does?
I'm gonna tell him right now. Hit her up. Like a cease and desist.
Like, I'm still gonna play the countdown.
Not the cops font.
You know what's so funny? I said before the video started, I said, why is it 1:38? And I still clicked on it, and I'm just glad it wasn't anything inappropriate. Because I certainly did not check to see what it was.
Wait, you just picked some random countdown video?
I just picked a video that was close to the top of the downloads list.
Little
comic
afternoon
books. Welcome.
Welcome.
Surprisingly, we've been doing this show for going on almost a year, and this is the first time we've done a show on comic books, despite our tie being comic books.
I know. Wild.
So welcome. And if per Ruben's request, if you guys want to go around and say where you're based out of and where you don't want to be from.
Sorry, I coughed again. I apologize.
No takers. Cookie.
Am I kicking this off? Yeah. Cookie from New York. Happy to not be from Florida.
All right, well,
New York? I didn't know that.
New York.
I'm saying I'm from Florida. Well, I'm not. I'm from North Carolina.
We're doing clockwise, Joe.
Oh, sorry.
Pass.
You said pass?
Yeah. I'm not going to say where I'm from.
I had a really interesting conversation about you earlier where the person was asking, I accidentally called him Joey. Is he offended? And I said, yes. Don't ever.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't get offended like that. No, I'm my name's Joey.
Is he a child?
Is he a child? Yeah.
Is he a baby kangaroo?
Come from Quebec, just north of the Vermont border in Canada. There you go.
There you go.
So.
And what's the street number? I'm just
kidding. I already got Google Earth up right now.
54 St. Catherine Street. So if you want to try to, I don't think it works here. If you try to do what do you call it when you send the police to people's places?
SWAT.
SWAT someone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think swatting works around here, so
you would think it wouldn't work here.
Yeah,
I'll send Border Patrol to you, Joe, because we know
Border
you're really
Patrol.
American.
You're
really American.
Send ice on
He's been faking his accent this whole time.
Yeah.
He
I can do the whole show in French
an
if you
American
want.
flag waving.
That'd be dope.
What about Phil?
Filthy Phil from the great state of Michigan.
That's interesting.
Born and raised in South Detroit, as the song goes.
I was about to say, what song is that?
One of those 70s or 80s classics.
Oh, the only song I know about Detroit is 8 Mile, so.
I was about to say that too.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Haley
until Eminem said something about it.
Saint?
I am Saint. I'm originally from North Carolina, but unfortunately reside now in Florida. Right in the middle where all the dumb shit happens.
You might say that the GTA trailer was inspired by your homeland.
The GTA trailer was in fact inspired by Florida and some of the shit that happens in Florida. Funny enough, I don't know if you guys watched the trailer, but the guy with the tattoos and the all the stuff like that, the guy who they made this image after, he's suing, trying to sue Rockstar for $3 million. So I feel like if Lindsay Lohan couldn't get money out of them, he's not getting any money out of it.
Yeah.
He said they got 24 hours.
And Ruben.
Okay. I am from the great nation of Texas, born and raised in West Texas, and happy here. Don't plan on moving, but hey, life is what it is.
Being from Texas, are you required to say the great state of Texas every time? I say that because I know people from Texas who say I'm from the great state of Texas.
What is happening?
I was asking if they require.
Is he frozen for y'all too?
No.
If I could screenshot and show.
I live in French Texas, so I know what you're asking, Saint.
Now, El, where are you from?
I can't hear him.
It's hot and humid in hell, ain't it?
Jesus Christ.
I'm not ignoring you, Saint.
No, I got you.
Please, it's okay. You can ignore him.
I'm not. I can't hear him. He's frozen. He's holding his hands up. He looks very deep in thought. But okay, yeah.
I don't know. Is he moving for y'all?
I always.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm not. I can see him.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
I was
lost him.
I was. Oh, you lost me again.
L proceed.
Well,
so me and Ruben gonna talk every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
whenever he catches up.
Okay, there he is. There he is. He's moving. Go, boy. Come on. You got this. I'm throwing ones.
He set me up for that. He did.
Oh.
Go, Saint. Go. Go, Saint. Go.
So, El, where are you from?
Yep. Because I know you're gonna make a joke because you like to say that everybody from this place says that they're from this place.
Oh, here she go.
Oh, originally, yeah. Where you're originally from?
I'm from the OC.
Orange County.
Orange
No,
County.
wait. She ain't finished. That's
and now I live in the greater Seattle area.
Oh, she didn't add the extra on there.
Normally,
Orange County, California, the Valley. I'm a Valley girl. That's
I didn't grow up in the Valley. That's LA. I'm from Orange County.
That's from LA.
That's that Jack Black movie.
Well, not the rich part. Think the poor part. So.
Hello, Ronin.
Ronin.
Hey, Ronin.
From
the
great is it a continent or a country? Continent?
I think it's both.
Oh, Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good day, mate.
Is it really super dangerous in Australia, Ronin?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think it is. If you grew up there,
You've seen animals?
Yeah, like that.
I don't know how people live there.
And don't koalas have like chlamydia or something?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's a problem.
Well, I don't know why that would be a problem unless you're fucking them, but
I'm just.
Isaiah, it's Florida, so different rules.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Anything goes.
I'm walking myself into these things, and I don't mean to.
The way deer run out to the road when you're driving, and you hit them. That's how kangaroos are in Australia, from what I hear. Like you're driving. Like the roadkill over there is.
So you hit it, and then you got to get out and fight it.
Oh shit! Now that's some shit.
I just witnessed the deer getting hit last week. So
did you hit it?
No, it was like 3 cars in front of us that hit it. There's
Oh.
a family of deer crossing the street, and
damn, that sucks.
Did you finish?
Hold up! Moment of silence! Moment of silence!
Or did you finish it off like talk to me, or did you not?
Oh.
No, there's already 2 people that pulled over to help the person, so I was like, fuck it, I got shit to do.
Okay.
So I kept going.
Someone recommended Talk to Me, and I was like, okay, I'll add it to my list. And then I saw a clip on TikTok about an old woman sucking toes.
Yep.
Oh. Wait.
So, and I'm like, how is this the same movie? And I'm like,
it's more sucking foot.
Oh yeah,
got
she
a
had
big mouth. Oh yeah, she fits that whole thing. Yeah.
And the funny thing about it, they had 2 different actresses suck on the same foot. It was crazy.
It's a damn good movie. I would recommend. That's probably my favorite horror movie.
Okay.
New one from this year.
I got an episode of House of Villains to watch, and then after that.
Well, you can also check out the show we did on How Did We Get Here, or was it still Pink Buzz? It was How Did We Get Here?
No, it was How
Did We Get Here.
Oh, talk to me. Okay, I'll watch.
Yeah.
The best horror movie I saw this year didn't come out this year, so it didn't count. But we're not talking about horror movies, so
Go ahead and say it.
I still want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know the exact name of it because it's like a series, but it's Hell House.
Yeah.
Oh, Hell House LLC.
I think it's LLC. It's where they're in the mansion.
LLC.
Yeah.
Not the one where they're in the haunted house, like the.
Oh, incorporate. It just came out last year.
Oh, I didn't. There's like 3 more after the first one.
Yeah, there's like 3 sequels. Yeah.
So the first one I watched was these guys actually making a haunted house for Halloween, and then the scarier one that I saw is where these 2 girls and one of their girls' brother went to an actual mansion where there was a murder, and yeah, that one scared like I lost sleep watching that. It was really good.
I ain't gonna lie, stuff with a lot of
movies.
I'll have to check that out.
That's a decent franchise.
I can Cookie, I can like send you a screenshot of the exact movie because I don't want to send you like the wrong information.
I think
yes, that would be helpful.
Very similar
Thank
names,
you.
yeah.
Hell
I saw
House
them Prime.
LLC, the Abaddon Hotel, and Lake of Fire.
It's a Shudder original, so there's that. I have AMC Plus.
It's
so
on
it's
it.
like
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you have AMC?
Yes.
Okay.
Shudder, all they
then
do
you
is
have Shudder.
horror, right? It's Shudder. That's the bread and butter. Okay.
Yeah, Shudder is a horror streaming service. They have some originals. So this is a Shudder original. Don't you love it when they do that? Like a series that was already happening, they get the rights for one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool. That's the show. You
Okay,
thought we were
bye.
gonna talk comics. So we're just gonna talk about comics that we enjoyed reading this year, or didn't enjoy. Who cares, right? Comic books. Convince us to start reading them again.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Jesus Christ, people are pathetic.
No, just
wait,
don't.
what happened? I don't know. Did something happen in the comics world?
You've been off Twitter.
Yeah, I haven't.
I didn't
It's
dive
been
deep into it. Someone posted a video about how comics suck.
Oh,
wait, that shop owner?
The comic
the shop owner,
Oh.
and then I think Mark Millar stepped in to make a comment. Then whatever.
And EVS or whatever the hell his name is.
Frog Boy stepped in. He said, "Yeah, bud," and then everyone freaked out because he said, "Yeah, bud," and it set Twitter on fire. So now Millar is a gator, I guess, is what everyone seems to think.
So what he said was that writers basically need to stop putting themselves in comics.
Well, it's because comics, even though people don't want to admit it, was on a downward spiral before the pandemic, and the pandemic kind of halted that because everyone was at home, so everyone started buying more comics. Now that the pandemic's over and people are back to normal, comics is spiraling back down in sales and everything. And this guy's a shop owner, and he was expressing an opinion why he thinks sales are down, and then it started this whole fucking thing. Yeah.
Sorry,
and
Dean,
it's just pathetic. It's just a bunch of fucking losers, pathetic losers that have nothing to do all day, go on Twitter and just fucking flame each other. Like it's like 2 people with fireproof suits, and each one of them has a flamethrower, and they're just flamethrowing each other until one, that's what it is. It's just idiots interacting with idiots. That's all it is.
I like my own little circle of people who are just like, this is great. I'm gonna read this. Wow. Like it's just that's where I'm at.
That's fine. Yeah, that's
like,
it.
Mm-mm.
Like you don't like something
past the bullshit.
Yeah,
but
that's
I think with my account, I was following and was friends with so many people in comics that my feed was just constantly drama. And it's like, it's not that I dislike any one person or any one set of people, but for me, it was just easier to just be like, bye.
Yeah.
And I'll just not.
Yeah.
So 2 things. Like, I really, with Twitter, especially, I love film so much, and I love comics. And unfortunately, the combination of those 2 have created an incredibly frustrating, annoying, toxic, just I can't escape it shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
I miss the days. So here's a hot take. Like, social media, so much is back in 15, 14, like
he's talking about 19, 14.
And it had
people,
nothing.
That was a long time ago. Like people like Variety, Hollywood Reporter, they report every little thing that gets announced or doesn't get announced or gets leaked, and that in turn causes all this discourse. Like, yo, this was not a thing. Like, we just waited for the plot, the synopsis, who the villain was. Like, not all this extra debate over who should direct or who should produce or who should act and blah.
Reshoots and all this crap. Yeah.
But,
I don't
like,
care.
Oh, they're reshooting. It's gonna bomb.
It's like, just give me a trailer and shut up.
Yes.
It's because now people get offended for people expressing a personal opinion because it doesn't coincide with their opinion, and so that makes you enemies, and people can't have a normal fucking discussion like adults. They act like little teenagers, like that are going through fucking hormonal changes in their life and act like idiots. That's all it is. Social media has turned into a playground for children. That's all it is. That can't get along. That's social media.
That's pretty on point. Like someone posts their opinion and then responds, "Here's how you're wrong." Bullet point. Bullet point. Bullet point.
It finishes it with "You're an idiot," right?
Yeah.
So
right.
Yeah.
The
It's
internet
like
kills me.
low-key leaked onto YouTube too, because there's a few people from Twitter that I've had to mute their videos from coming up on my feed.
You could
'Cause it's
do
just-
that?
I've seen it on TikTok.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
It's just constantly like popping up, and I'm just like, look, I love you, respect you. I'm fucking tired of hearing about this. Over. Hashtag Jonathan Majors. I don't fucking care. But
sorry.
Say, what were you gonna say?
Nothing.
No, say it. Was trying to say something.
What? I don't fucking care about the Jonathan Majors situation. Stop talking about him. It's irrelevant. Like none
Two
of it
separate
matters.
issues. I sent her a thing about Jonathan
No,
Majors.
it wasn't.
earlier.
It wasn't you.
Okay,
It's not you. It's multiple people. People who
She's
I
blocking you.
truly respect, and then I see. I'm like, this is all we're gonna talk about, y'all. Come on now.
Yeah. And people like to
Well, it
insert
gets
them in
views.
other people's.
Yeah,
And people
it
love to
does,
insert
a lot.
themselves into other people's business, right?
Yeah.
Like they can't just let two people settle their own differences. No, everybody has to come in, pick a side, and dogpile. And it's like, no one asked you to join this conversation.
But I will
So,
say
fuck
this:
off.
I've never
Yeah.
trusted a man that wears a Kangol hat and drinks out of tiny coffee cups.
But
I don't trust him.
That's what I was gonna say too. The internet is the one place where you have the opportunity to not say anything at
My
all,
tap's not Kango.
and then people still choose to. Like you could just scroll
You
past
pull out a tiny
someone
cup.
not up caring about what you say, and then
Right.
it's just crazy.
Well, and then like people who complain about what they're seeing, but then they interact with everything that they're
Oh my-
complaining
yeah.
about. It's like, don't engage. It'll
You
go
know,
away.
I mute shit all the time that I don't want to see. If I don't want to see it, then you're gone, and I never see your shit again. That's how it works.
Yeah.
But then you keep those people around, or you go look for the latest news on something that you don't like to complain about it. It's crazy to me. So much energy wasted.
But that's
when you could be
Twitter.
doing other
The
things.
algorithm on Twitter. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could avoid topics, but then because all your friends are talking about it, it's popping up on your recommended.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
they
no.
get muted too.
Yeah.
No, but that's what TikTok does a better job with muting words and topics than Twitter does, because Twitter, I will block so many words and I'm still getting posts about Elon. I'm still getting posts about the Kardashians. I'm still getting posts about cancer. Like, why?
Yeah.
Those are weird things. Those are two weird.
Oh yeah, I don't
ends of
want
the
to think
spectrum.
about when I'm on Twitter. I don't want to think about dying. I don't want to talk about the Kardashians. And I don't want to talk about Elon Musk.
Isn't that all based on something you've looked at or searched before, though?
No. I search out the words to mute them. I put them in my mute box.
I mean, I've been getting a lot of videos of like old people getting hurt on escalators lately.
No,
Aw.
Joe, that's because you Googled.
It's bad.
Joe, are you why I keep seeing that lady falling down the escalator?
With
I'm
the
very
shopping
upset.
cart and she goes over it. I was like, this is not funny. The poor woman probably broke every bone in her body. Oh my god,
Man, we
Send it on Instagram.
it was on. It came up on my Instagram feed.
Our page.
I mean, pulling a stunt like that, I don't know how this woman lived that age anyway. Like, if that's what she did and thought that was a good idea, I don't know how she made it to the age she did. So
I wish my page was like yours. You saw a lady fall, and I saw a guy get vaporized by a hydrogen machine in the factory today. I don't know how it popped up. He was digging something, and
that's another reason on Twitter, like the filters and the checks and balances they have is off, because a lot of
they
that
let
stuff,
bots back on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a lot of those.
Yeah, I love it. They fill in
Sex
my
bots.
follow count.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The sex bots are out in full force.
Yeah, a lot.
No, hey, here's where Twitter or X went downhill, is because you can verify yourself if you pay for it,
Mhm.
and like you can, if after you do that, if you're posts get so many reactions and you get paid for it.
You get paid.
Yeah.
They're paying everyone.
And so people are posting what is obviously clickbait because they know it's going to cause discourse and likes and retweets.
I see it, Dean.
It's like bait on bait, man. Like, who's better between these two actors or characters? Like, who should have directed this film instead? And then let the trolls and bots flood in and they get paid for it.
They just want the interaction. They don't care if it's good or bad because they're getting paid. So
I spend most of my time on Instagram, and most of what I get are cat videos.
yeah,
I get
it's nice.
Grinch fleshlight videos. How
The Grussy.
the Grussy. The Grissy. It says 2 times smaller.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
So comic books. Marcy hit me up and she said, Phil, I sent that to Marcy and she hit me up. She was like, what do you even search that this is on your For You page? I said, don't worry about what my For You page is, but it is 99% Shrek and Grinch memes on my Instagram Explore page.
So let me get it straight. Your For You page is Grinch memes, but you fuck up my For You page with the random shit that you send me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm seeing people fuck the grossest shit because she sent it to me in messages.
No more Shrek dildos.
Yes, we're all suffering now.
Listen, I can make a burner account.
Everybody know you talk on the FONO account.
No.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
come on now. We all know.
I don't
make a burner with your name spelled
I don't
backwards.
have the app on my phone.
She get a fix and she go on FONO every now and then.
Well, you do have a burner account. I don't know if you got rid of that.
I don't. I actually don't have a burner account, but I do have. But I do use. I hope Isaiah, when you type into the private chat, they can't see it. Dean didn't see that.
I realized that. I'm going to the YouTube now.
Okay. He's talking to Dean in the private
He's
chat.
talking to no one.
I know. I'm going there now. Dean,
I don't have a burner account. I was very serious about leaving Twitter because I know that mentally it was just too much. Yeah. And so I do have the FONO account that we all have access to. So, like, if people want to post from there or retweet, it's whatever. Like, you can't send that account messages. So, and the same with, like, the other placeholder account I have. I have my username still, but, like, you shouldn't be able to follow it or talk to, like, message it or anything like that. It was just so my name didn't get taken. But yeah, I don't
I'm just
scroll.
waiting until you mess up and I'm going to take your name.
Yeah, I know you are counting down. But that's the first thing I did is I changed my username on my old account and then I immediately made the new account with my username to make sure that it didn't get taken. So, but yeah, Twitter. I have Instagram still because it's Instagram. Who cares? Facebook I have because who cares?
I'm trying with Threads. I keep forgetting about it.
I like Threads, but I feel like it's more. I like it because it's like not serious. Like nobody really posts anything.
Every time I go on it, it's like stop, post a picture of this.
Yeah.
Stop if you like this, stop real quick and do this.
Retweet
I'm like, okay.
your top 5 mangas.
Yeah. So I do like 2 or 3. And I'm like, okay, I'm good.
The UI isn't great on Threads. I'm trying to make it work, but like clicking, there's like, I'm not trying to make a joke here, but there's too many threads. Like you click into replies and just it's goofy. I'm just like, I just want to see what they're talking about. But yeah, I'm pretty close to doing it with Twitter.
And I'm gonna say this too. My Instagram is old, so it's from a time when I was just liking stuff and following people to be following. And so now my threads are full of the things that I used to like years ago without me following none of these people. And I'm like, I got to scroll past this real fast because this is not what I'm into anymore in public.
Being a decent person.
Yeah, it's a new thing. I don't like it that much.
So comic books.
I was about to say, how about them comics, y'all?
So we're going to start off with Joe because we do have visuals for him.
Okay.
Oh, was I the only one who sent you pics?
You sure were.
I sent her pics, but they weren't comics.
Oh, Cookie did send me a pic, but we're going to just open the Distillery. There everything when it comes time for that.
Mm-hmm.
Plush. Yeah, this was a fun book.
That
Doug
reminds
Wagner.
me. That reminds me
Yep.
of Invader Zim. The cover.
Yeah, I guess you could say the artist is Daniel Hilliard. Often collaborates with Doug Wagner on his books. He did vinyl, plastic, and did they do another one together? Seems to me I'm forgetting one, but I know they did Plus Plush, so they did those together. This is a fun book about furries that are cannibals. I think that pretty much is all I need to say about it. So if that sounds interesting to you, go read it. I believe it was a 6-issue series. The first 2 issues came out in November, but the bulk of it came out in 2023. So I consider this a 2023 book because the majority of the story came out in 2023. It was really good. I love Doug Wagner, which you'll see. I think I have 2 of his books on my list this year. So yeah, this is a really good one.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
need to finish it. I read the first like 2 or 3, but I haven't finished it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a weird love story in it as well. Oh, elephant. Yeah, pink elephant. I'm a big fan of the Emilio and Amelia Pleskin. They've done a few books for Behemoth, now formerly Sumerian and now Massive, which is pretty
They changed their
convoluted.
name again?
Well, it's because they're teaming up with Massive. Massive is a new company that Whatnot and Sumerian, I think, dissolved their comic branches into. It's very I mean, like I said, comics are struggling, so small publishers are finding ways to make it more affordable for them to put their books out. So you have a lot of these smaller publishers, I think, converging into one, and which was now Massive. So anything coming out from Sumerian is going to have the Massive label, and anything that was coming out on Whatnot previously is also going to be under Massive. But anyway, this was a book that came out before the merger, and the Pleskins did Purple Oblivion. They co-wrote Heavy Metal Drummer as well, 2 books that I liked, and The Gardener, I believe, was the other one. And this is a supernatural psychedelic slasher horror story. So it's pretty cool. These kids go to a cabin, drop some acid, and all hell breaks loose with the pink elephant slasher shows up. And it's a fun book. It's a 3-issue series that came out halfway through the year. So, and it's always their books always come out in this weird format, kind of a little bit bigger than a digest size. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
I think
Good stuff.
Purple Oblivion was my first Behemoth book that I read.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it was one of the.
It's all
It was
weird.
one of the.
It's gonna be
Yeah, it was.
weird.
Yeah, well, their stuff is always weird. Yeah, so, and this one, the art is fun because when there's a like what you see in real, and then you see what the teenagers or the whatever they are. Maybe they're not teenagers. Maybe they're just college kids. Then you see like what they see because they're high, right? So you get those 2 visuals, which is fun. Which is a common theme from that carries over from Heavy Metal Drummer. If you saw that, they have like the real stuff, and then they have like this weird, surreal, psychedelic world. So that this kind of plays off the same idea as that visually. So it's pretty cool. After that, we got Cosmic Detective. Hey, Spanky. Cosmic Detective was a Kickstarter. One of the second Kickstarter I ever backed from Jeff Lemire, Matt Kent, and David Rubin. And this just came out. Image just, they picked it up and they put it out this past year. So you can pick that up through Image. And really fun book. If you're familiar with Sherlock Frankenstein or Ether by Matt Kent as well, David Rubin did the art on that. Fantastic illustrator, and he really does a great job on this book. It's kind of a cyberpunk noir murder mystery kind of deal. So yeah, so that's pretty much what that is. After that, we have Spectators. This is one that got recommended by Elle last year, right at the beginning of the year. I think we read it and we did an episode on our Not Safe for Work episode we did with with Tara. This is a free to read on Brian K. Vaughan's Substack. What is it? What is it? Giraffe? Exploding Giraffes? What is it called, El?
Yeah. Exploding Giraffes. That sounds right.
Yeah. And the artist on this does a great job. This is a very, how would you say? This is a not safe for work, very graphic when it comes to the sexual scenes. You see, you actually see penetration and everything. So if that's your cup of tea, then pick it up. Yeah. So and it's free, and he actually releases PDFs with the chapters all collected together, because I think they always release 3 or 4 pages a week, and then once he gets to about 100 pages, he puts a PDF together with the whole collection of them together. So I think he has a couple. Is it up to 200, maybe 300 pages now, or just over 200 pages?
I know for sure you can read the first 150 together.
So explain to me how that works. So it's not an actual comic? He just release.
It's just digital.
Okay. It's a digital comic right now. I guarantee it'll get released in print by Image or someone eventually. That's for sure. The quality of this,
and it's gonna be gorgeous.
The quality of art on this book is fantastic. It's illustrated by Nico Henrichon. Anyway, I don't know. And lettered by Phonographics.
Say it with the French accent.
Henrichon. Nico Henrichon.
That's how I say it in my head. With the.
Is it a French illustrator?
Oh, I don't know. In my head, I just assumed it was.
It probably is. Yeah, so that one's free. So if anyone's on a budget and they want to go read something, you don't mind digital, Spectators is a really fun book. What's the story? It's a horny girl that gets killed, and then she's like floating around in the celestial world, tomming people. Yeah, she's like going and like she goes and spies on this couple that goes out on a first date. Then the dude, like the girl's all hot and ready to go. She's like, yeah, she's ready to like put out on the date. And the guy kind of says, oh no, I'm tired. And then he breaks out his sucky vacuum thing and he's going to fuck his vacuum. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? She wanted to put out. And anyway, and every time she goes to get off, something happens that interrupts her. So she's like the most frustrated and backed up girl you'll ever meet. I still haven't read far enough where she actually gets a chance to get off. Like she always gets interrupted every time she tries to.
That's when her soul will be released. She's not allowed. She's only allowed to edge.
So it's definitely got a fun humoristic side to it. Yeah. yeah. That one's. I definitely recommend. That one's a good read. It's fun. Yeah, and a little horny. So yeah. The Berg. This was a book by. Kickstarter that came out right around Halloween time, and this is co-written by 2 people, Fraser Campbell and Sarah Peplow. The art was done by Gavin Mitchell, letters by Colin Bell. And I found out about this because Fraser Campbell's friends with John Lees, and this is a fantastic one-shot. Definitely. Call back to all kinds of like late 70s, early 80s horror. So, I mean, if you can go find it, I'm sure if you Googled it, it's probably up for sale on Fraser Campbell's site. You could probably order it through there if you missed the Kickstarter, but definitely a really fun, if you're into horror comics, this one's a really fun read. Definitely captures the spirit of 80s horror movies. And I think I have one more after that, right? Oh, I have 2 more. Oh, yes. Hack and Slash. So if there's any fans of the original Hack and Slash series, Zoe Thorogood is taking a shot at doing an alternate. It's not really a reboot. I'd say like I don't know. How would you say that? It's not an Elseworld, I guess.
Like a reimagining.
A remix.
Yeah, a reimagining. Yeah, a reimagining of her, like, because you know the basic story of her origin, but it never goes into detail. And this is kind of exploring after her mother's death and everything when she finds out she's a killer. This kind of explores what happened to her before she becomes a full-fledged slasher hunter. And it's that story kind of that she finds a little gap in the original story. And this is what she tells. She goes to like a slasher hunter school where they train young final. I guess you'd consider them final girls, where they get trained to become hunters. So it's like a private school for girls that are trained to become slasher hunters. And so far it's been pretty fun. It's really
That
fun.
sounds amazing.
It does sound really cool, actually.
Yeah. So this one was it's fun. Like it's got a little bit of everything for everyone. Like if you like Buffy style stuff, it's got a little bit of that vibe. If you like the horror stuff, it gets graphic enough to satisfy like gore hounds, and it has like issue 2 had a very sweet moment because Vlad is in this as well. Like he is actually in this story. So people who are huge fans of the Vlad character, don't worry, he is in this. And there's this perfect moment in issue 2 with Vlad meets one of the girls, and there's a scene where they're playing one of those dancing games like on the Xbox and everything. And she's trying to teach him, and Cass comes to bring him something, and she sees it. And instead of interrupting this moment where Vlad's actually developing new friendships with other people, she just leaves the package and just lets him have his moment, right? Instead of going the route of the jealousy thing, but she's actually happy he's making new friends. And it was such a heartwarming, touching little moment in issue 2 that I was like, oh man, there's going to be so much to this series, I think, that's going to hit on so many levels that I definitely highly recommend this one. This is a fun one. I think from the first 2 issues, she's been hitting the mark. And if you're familiar with her work, you know, like she likes to hit the feels and stuff like that. So
I'm in for that.
Yeah. And the art, like if you know her art, it's great stuff. Good art. And my second book by Doug Wagner is Click Click Boom. This is an adorable book. The protagonist is a mute girl who can't talk, and she was raised by some old guy that was he a war Vietnam correspondent? Anyway, he finds out something and he gets killed for it. So she's on a mission to avenge his death. And it's got, if you like badass women and leading roles, and you like stuff like the Kate movie from Netflix, or like La Femme Nikita, stuff like that, like this is such an adorable book because the main protagonist, the femme fatale, you'll say, is so adorable. She changes outfits all the time, and that's a really fun aspect of the book. She develops a close friendship with a journalist that's trying to dig up dirt on the person she wants to assassinate, and they develop a friendship. And it's just a really fun, adorable book that has a lot of action and death in it. So, I mean, those are contrasting ideas, but it works so well in this book.
I was super in at La Femme Nikita.
Yeah. So, and you'll see there's an innocence to the main character that is just heartwarming, and you'll fall in love with her right from the first issue. So I was on board right after reading the first issue. Such a great character.
I'm legit like writing these down, Joe. These are amazing.
Yeah.
Coop Boom. And what was the previous one? With the slashers?
Hack and slash.
Backslash?
Oh, hack and slash. Spectators.
Hack and slash and Coop Boom. That's awesome.
Click click boom. Yeah.
Click click.
Yeah.
Click click.
Yeah. Joe, I gotta say, you're one of the few people that every time I see you talk about what you're reading, what you're reading, you show these books that look so interesting, and I swear I've never seen them solicited or at my LCS. So that's why hangs like this are great.
Well, I don't read very much Big 2 anymore. Almost. Well, that's not
no.
true.
I mean, indie, I don't see them. And my LCS has a big selection of indies, but I never see these talked about online or on the shelves. But when people like you bring them up, I'm like, damn, that looks amazing.
Well, I think the problem with the indie market is it's the same people get all the spotlight, like Jeff Lemire, Brian K. Vaughan, Kirkman, Hickman, like all these big name guys, and everyone, and everyone just floods social media with these guys, and they don't really need the exposure because they get enough help there that a lot of these lesser known books from these other creators you don't get as much exposure. So, but Dean and I have extremely similar tastes. So he posts a lot of the same books I read. So if you're on Twitter, just follow Dean, and he has a lot of great suggestions like that too for indie books. Elle used to
For
as well,
sure.
but she's not on Twitter anymore.
Yeah, I
I've
know
been,
Elle. I'll
trying
swallow
to
my
get
pride
my
and
life
say Elle has
together.
good taste.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Don't
I'm
tell
gonna
me
start posting more on my website because I pay for it every year. And I
Not a
don't do
website.
anything. I've had it for like many years. I just haven't posted much.
No, I haven't read that yet. I
It's
haven't
not
read it yet.
exactly legit.com.
It's actually not. It's not exactly
It's like, no, it's not.
No, I'm just kidding.
What's up, Juan?
One.
What's up, buddy? You look tired, man.
Oh, I do. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been an exhausting day.
Or you're just being quiet. Usually you're very energetic, man. You
No,
give
well,
off like this
no.
energy that just
It's
Oh,
giving me
yeah,
offended
and-
vibes.
yeah. I'm just exhausting because work
Yeah.
has been boring, so there's really not much to do. So I'm just sitting.
that.
So it's just exhausting not to do it. You know, that
Yeah.
much work. I'm grateful for the job. I'm grateful. I am not complaining. It's just exhausting not doing anything. But, yeah.
I feel that.
Oh, but Dean was asking about Monica. I want to get the Spanish version of that graphic novel by Daniel Klaus.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
8 Ball. Yeah, the cartoonist who did 8 Ball fame.
How are we
Or-
doing this? Cookie, I want to hear what you're reading. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Joe.
Oh, that's fine. Or people are probably more familiar with the smaller story that got popular, Ghost World. They also adapted a movie about it. So he's the same cartoonist. Yeah.
Since you insist, Ruben. Hold on, let me pull up the cookie.
Yeah, well, I panicked under pressure and I couldn't think of anything. So I went with recency bias, and I also happen to love this. So Somna, #1. It's Becky Cloonan and Tula Lotay, both writing and art. And it's a fantastic story. It's about this woman who's married to basically a witch hunter. And all she wants to do is have sex with her fucking husband. And he's
The
not
nerve.
giving her, I know, right? And he's just not giving her attention. And she keeps having these dreams about a demon. And they're very.
The demon might. No, I'm just kidding.
Demon could get it.
She's
Demon
not.
could get it. And yeah, the art is gorgeous. The story's very interesting. Yeah. I got all the covers.
You bought all the covers?
Are you a
did.
cover
Yes,
junkie?
you did.
I,
You got the whole covers of it.
just some. Just
like 5 of them.
And that's prestige format. Wow.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't
No,
see some of
they're
these.
huge.
What the fuck? This is bullshit. I didn't see those in my freaking thingamajigger. My
Thingamajigger?
My comic shop. Y'all know what I'm talking about? In my comic shop. I didn't see some of those, and that sucks.
Ooh, what's that one?
It's the nude.
Oh.
Oh, they're doing the nudie covers then?
No, I went to my LCS and I went up to the counter with all the books.
Yeah.
And put them down. And he's like, "Do you want a nude one also?"
With the plastic bag. Wait, did it have a plastic bag over it? Like
No, but they had it hidden behind the counter. So I was just like, "Yes, please, give me the nude, thank you."
See, the comic shops that we have, the inner ones, they're more family friendly. I noticed the outer ones are the ones that have more adult kind. So the one that Jen lives, it's more in the outer and inner. So I think her shop, she gets more indies than what I get. So I have to travel like 45 minutes away just to get to Jen's local comic shop. But I love driving, so I need to go visit her actually. I haven't.
Go say hello.
No, yeah, they have some great parks. It's just I'm really lazy. I'm not lazy. It's just there's not much time in the world. You know, you go to work 8 to 5, then you have like 4 hours for yourself 2 hours to do whatever, and then it's just but just saying.
Not enough time.
Yeah, there is not enough
Just
time.
not enough time.
But anyways,
Does anybody else have any they want to talk about?
It's not from this year. I read the whole of Bodies because of the show. I did, Jason David Frank passed, so I read a lot of Mighty Morphin comic, Power Rangers comics. I realized I literally jumped in realizing that the Power Ranger comic universe is completely different from the Power Rangers, live action universe. So I need to backtrack and pick up on some new storylines. And I think I started the Adventures of Superman John Kent just because of the Electric Blue, but I'm only like one issue in, and I thought it was okay. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna keep reading it.
Do you collect Power Rangers comics?
I do. I've got a few. I want to say like the past maybe 6 months, 7 months, I've not bought a whole lot of comics, but if I do go to a comic shop, I normally pick up those. I'm a huge Power Ranger fan.
The Power Rangers versus Godzilla last year?
Probably not.
Oh,
did you read
well, that was a great series, and I was gonna say they announced a sequel series of it, probably 5 issues. But because Godzilla's on a huge hype right now.
Shattered Grid, yeah, I got a few of those.
This is a really good one.
Yeah.
My brother gave it to me. It's really, really good.
And one of the main reasons I get those comics because the covers are always beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
Sometimes, literally, like JP to show, it's just a helmet, but it's beautiful. And then, and I also picked up the Street Fighter versus Ninja Turtles crossover.
They have that?
Yeah. If I knew exactly where they were, I would run and get them, but I don't. But that's all I got. And Dark X-Men. It's on my list. I'm halfway through the first issue just because it looked cool. It looked really cool. That's it for me. And Hunger Games. JP, we got to talk later.
We don't need to talk. We don't need to talk about it.
Hunger Games?
Not yet.
You didn't like it, Elle?
About what?
And I love the Hunger Games.
Oh, but I haven't seen the new movie.
But I could not stand Lucy.
But why? Is her country accent? What is
Lucy
it about?
Gray.
I mean,
no, this is a whole nother episode.
Lucy Gray, I hail from the Covey. I'm not actually from District 12.
I love
for somebody who's from nowhere, you sure have a thick country accent. Straight out the Kentucky plains.
Oh yeah, it was really there.
Every time she started, I said, "Stop singing, more killing."
The fighting was awesome, though.
More tributing.
The fighting was awesome, amazing.
Yeah.
That stuff was cool. As soon as I hate to say this, but have y'all seen American History X?
Yeah.
Yes, so classic.
Okay, Cookie, I hear some hesitancy, but just hear me out. So, Coriolanus goes through. I'm just kidding. I know how to say his name. Coriolanus goes through like this thing where he has to get his head shaved, and I said, "Why do you look better as a skinhead than you do as like the future president?" Yes. And as soon as I said, "I'm not American History Xing me."
So, I remember I sent Elle this fucking TikTok. It said it was Katniss. It said, "Remember who the enemy is." And then you swipe to the right, and it was a bunch of pictures of Coriolanus. When he was young, and the caption was, "I'm trying." And I'm not gonna lie, man, you got that buzz cut. I didn't know who I was.
The buzz cut. Then he had to go back to that hair at the end.
I was like, "Read me, please."
And it's funny because the whole movie, I'm like, why am I stressed out about this? I know he lives to be 85. We all know he lives to be 85 years old. And honestly, I don't think he was the villain. I don't think he was the villain in this story. It was Lucy Gray. But all of that to say,
the lady from Kentucky,
the Kentuckian, the Kobe.
She didn't know where she was from.
I think she was a snake and he was a songbird. But we'll talk about that on.
JP,
that's a whole nother episode.
I'm gonna hit you up for your availability this week.
Okay. Oh yeah, when you told me it was out, I was like, oh, gonna check it out.
Listen, the funny thing is, I said, I was telling JP that it was out because I told him previously. I was like, look, the minute I find a good copy, we all gonna watch together. And I said, JP, there's a clear copy. He said, I'm watching it today.
Well,
I didn't know that's what you
hypothetically,
meant. Oh.
hypothetically, allegedly, we all saw it in theaters.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's what I meant.
We would never take away from Lionsgate.
No, never.
Or MGM.
Ruben, what about you?
Or E.
Comics.
That's Ruben. I haven't seen him or heard him in a long time. That's what he.
That's what he looks like now.
No, not that. I heard him because I was like, he sounds more mature, more grown up. I'm not too sure here.
I think he's in his
Calm
30s now.
down.
We've all aged a bit.
What happened to us? We used to be
snorted.
That's me. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Isn't that wild to think?
That's all right. It's fine.
It was the cat.
When I started on comics Twitter, I was 12, and here we are, 4 years later. I was 16.
Twitter was not around when you were 12, girl.
Who gave you the thumbs down?
What's that?
What was that?
I don't know.
Did you see that?
Yes.
I feel like it was saying. I don't know what that was.
I'm offended.
Well, he left. He went off camera as soon as it happened.
Have
That's
you ever
sus.
seen that, Joe?
No,
Is that StreamYard?
What?
I have no idea.
A thumbs down
It's a sticker.
just popped up over Cookie's face.
Like right about here. That's very
Do it again.
I didn't see it either.
Whoever did it, do it again. I didn't see it either.
Nuh-uh.
What if it's YouTube? Somebody disliked the video right now.
Oh,
Can you
that's very
imagine?
possible.
Somebody
No way,
dislike the
really?
video. Try it.
I'm not doing that.
Can you, if you dislike it, can you take it off after?
Yeah, I've done it before. I mean,
Oh, it was him. He did it.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do it.
Also,
Did it
someone
do
is
it?
really fucking with.
No.
No,
I
someone's
see
really
nothing.
fucking with us then because I don't see any thumbs down or
Oh
thumbs
my
up
gosh!
actions in
I
this
feel
crap.
like was it like a group phenomenon?
There,
Like we all
the
Mandela
because you
effect.
should. Because if someone does a thumbs up, it should come up as well, right? If it should work in the opposite.
I don't
Or
see.
I
any
just gave the
actions.
video a thumbs up.
This is some unfriended shit.
Well, now I'm getting a complex over here.
right. Hey Siri, why
Uh-oh.
did my video just? No, just kidding.
Oh.
Terry.
What is
El,
it?
can't
remember when I
answer
told you
that.
about the backrooms story?
Yeah.
I was really going on a trip and
What backroom story?
It's a creepypasta. There's some story called The Backrooms, and I tasted L that night, but I was tripping on mushrooms. But anyways, and I went deep
Tripping
down
or
in-
tripping?
tripping on shrooms.
Oh, okay.
But I went deep into
Tripping on shrooms.
Yeah, I was deep in the rabbit hole of backrooms. I was freaking out, but it was amazing. I stayed up all night reading about backrooms and on that movie that's coming out. And
I'm obsessed with backrooms.
JP, isn't the back room
Cookie,
like
hold up
the,
heart hands.
the level in between, like
am I doing?
a different
Hold
level
your
or
hands
something
up
like
like a
that? Okay, that's cool.
Like a
my,
heart, yeah.
my 10-year-old told me about the back room.
Oh man.
Oh,
but listen.
what?
He started
It's
explaining
Holy
it to me.
shit.
Hold on,
And I was
Isaac,
like,
it's the
oh.
iPhone effects are they migrated to StreamYard. So if you're using an iPhone or Mac, then it's picking up the hand gestures. So you gave
Wait, do a
yourself
thumbs down.
Thumbs down. You
Do a thumbs down.
Oh!
Technology, man. It's crazy.
You have
That's
to be on your
amazing.
iPhone.
Well, so you did it to yourself, Cookie. You're giving yourself a complex.
Wow.
Oh, I
This
see.
was her plan. She got you all to firebomb this video with thumbs downs.
I'm using a Mac.
It's only if it's an
Wait, Elle, you
An
really
Apple
Googled
product?
that, didn't you?
Well, because I've seen that emoji before, but it was on FaceTime with my brother. So I was like, that's weird that it's the same one. But I didn't know that it would pick up StreamYard would pick up your effects from Apple, which is interesting and feels invasive.
That heart effect was pretty rad.
At all.
Yeah.
A little
You
bit.
can do a peace sign and balloons will pop up.
What the hell's a pizza? Oh, a pizza. I'm over here too.
Oh! Hold the heart again for longer. See if it did a heart come
Happy
up when you did the heart?
birthday.
Yeah, the heart was dope.
So
Oh!
wait, you're on a Mac?
We're
on my
so
phone.
simple.
Yeah, iPhone or
That's
Mac.
a good phone.
We're like little babies with like
You've been on your
simple
phone
toys.
every stream.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it looks great. The
I
quality.
thought you had a whole fucking setup
Me
sitting
too.
over there.
Holy shit, your phone is amazing. What phone do you have? Because
The 15 or something. I
dang,
don't
that's
know.
really
Wow,
good
I thought you had a
quality.
whole computer, webcam, and all that
Mm-mm.
shit. Just a phone.
Oh,
Damn.
Just
does the devil
phone.
come up if
Thought
you
she
do
had
the
a whole
devil horn?
studio.
You did a devil horse.
Hey, look,
Cookie has the Cookie is the key.
my phone from here on out. But
This is
Oh
awesome.
shit!
The
I'm gonna
little
have to start
thing.
using my iPhone to record
that
now
is
too.
cool.
Yeah,
That
'cause
is
my
cool.
piano
Oh
looks
my
crappy on
God.
this Mac.
Which iPhone do you have? Which version?
15?
Oh, that's the newest one. No.
Yeah, I think as
Yeah,
long as you have your
Yeah, the
iOS,
15 is the newest
as
one.
long as your iOS is updated to the latest release,
It'll
then
work?
Yeah.
Hey,
Because
I
I
just
still have a
discovered
10
stickers.
and I could use it.
Stickers. Oh, yeah, me too. I can cut off stickers and make them holographic. I cut
Oh
one off
yeah,
of
Isaiah
Dean.
knows all about that because I stay taking pictures of him
Well-
off of his mom's Facebook page.
Listen, look, listen to this. Okay, it started. Me and Elle became friends, and she threw my face on a couple things. Like, oh, okay, you know.
Oh,
And then like we became friends on Facebook, and all of a sudden like she's posting stickers and she's sending pictures of shit that like I'm like, where's this photo from?
Yeah,
Like I've
so,
never posted this
you
anywhere.
know
But
when
then
you
I
guys
go to
like a star, but there's like a random picture of him on Facebook looking like a starfish. So when it cut to a sticker, it looks like a star, and I said this is perfect.
oh my god,
Like a
hold on.
I can give him 1-star ratings on stuff
Oh
when, he,
my-
when he
so-
tells a bad joke.
Hold on, I gotta find this.
Oh.
Yeah, like I was in the pool or at the beach chilling, having a good time with my family,
Yeah.
and like 3 or 4
And
days
then Elle ruined
ago,
it.
she posts
Do the Hunger Games one, the one in the tournament.
was it Hunger
oh,
Games?
no,
Yeah,
sorry.
the one with you and Charles. Your dinner's ready.
Oh,
Your
that's
lunch
when
is
you
ready.
sent it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you guys follow that person on TikTok? That they cook for their boyfriend and Charles, your lunch is ready.
I don't do TikTok.
Every video. That's how I feel about Ruben.
Facial
Facial
Ooh.
hair.
The mustache. Oh my
Oh
god.
my
He's
God.
his way. Okay.
Rube, live from the studio.
JP
I went back
felt
into my
it.
shell.
He
JP
Alright,
felt,
sorry.
he felt the puberty. He
I
felt
know
it.
it.
We knew it.
You got my Mexican coming out.
Hold on,
just
I am
like,
older than you. You need to wait.
I'm
How old-
37. I'm 37.
Our
Okay, never
reaction
mind.
was too intense for him. It's
Oh.
We were
like when that
oh,
just
yeah.
happy.
when that little animal sticks its head out and everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god!" and it just goes right back in.
A little
This-
turtle.
This turtle went back into his shell really quick.
Can y'all see?
Why,
What is
Yeah.
this?
why you
What?
laying down like that though?
I
Is
was
the
at
real
the
question-
beach. I was at the beach chilling.
I cut the picture out with the iPhone of a picture of him laying on the beach. But when it cut the body out, it's like the perfect star shape.
I'm sorry, baby.
You
Like,
starfished.
And so,
I thought
listen,
nothing would. I
I
thought nothing
woke
would
up
top.
one
Was it
morning-
Thomas the Train that you did?
Oh, you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Thomas
Whose
the Train.
face was that?
I hope my corpse isn't like that. I hope you don't find me like that.
Oh, that'd be a great way, you know, when your funeral make
They can't
make your
put your
poster of
arms
your
down.
face. That
They
way everybody
gotta-
can laugh. I don't want
A
everybody to
star-shaped
be sad.
coffin.
Okay, you're not allowed at my funeral.
I'm being happy.
You guys, we don't joke about funerals here.
No.
We put the fun in funeral, just like we put the laughter in slaughter. I'm sorry, I'm done.
Which is still ongoing.
Actually,
How's
you're
it
just
started?
starting because it's your turn, I think, right? Oh,
Yeah.
I can go, yeah, while I'm on
You
camera.
got the physical copies.
until I go back into my shell. So, where to start? I have a stack right here. I recently bought a new box because I have a stack on my desk. So, sorry, Joe, but one thing this year that I've really been enjoying is Jeff Lemire's Phantom Road.
yeah, I read the first 3. Yep, yeah.
It's pretty great. I'll definitely want to read. Somebody does like Jeff Lemire. I want to read. Definitely want to collect the trades. It's a 10-issue mini. Is anybody else familiar?
I read the first.
Is that the one with the
first
truck on the first issue?
Mm-hmm.
The what?
Yeah.
The truck? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't, if y'all watched the show From on MGM,
They have. They say it was great. I haven't yet.
okay, yeah, it's a fantastic show. I watched that before I started reading this, and it's very similar. So this truck driver, forget what he's doing in the beginning. Just doing his job. He's a truck driver, and he finds this girl, this chick. Man, it's been a while. This came out last year. No, this year. I don't remember. But I believe her boyfriend. He found her, and her boyfriend was dead, and found her, and she was like in shock of what she had just witnessed, and so they are stuck in this town. Yeah, I'm like the kind of person, like, this was on hiatus for a while, so I'm like piecing it back together. But stuck in this town, and in this town, they um they keep coming across these monsters, like these clay zombie-like monsters that are really creepy. Like they walk out and they just see all these like skinny statue-like clay figures just staring at them. They hardly move, but I don't want to call them zombies, but they go at them with crowbars and they try to escape. It's a very mysterious, creepy, but simple story. Like, I like how the characters and the setting is very minimal. So it's been very enjoyable. Like, I really, the stuff that I've read by Lemire has been like, this is my first time collecting something from him. I usually just do like his trades because I'm late. But this has been great. It's 10-issue mini for now. You know how things go. But I've been enjoying it. I think the first one went out of print before it even was released, if I remember correctly. Like,
it was sold out. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was. Yeah, it might have gotten a third print. I don't remember. But what's kind of a bummer with some indie publishers is they really don't go all out whenever there's reprints. They usually just change the color, like make it black and white or whatnot.
Oh yeah, this is true. I never noticed that.
Yeah. Another book that I was very surprised with. Has anybody read Siphon?
I read the first arc.
Top
Yes.
Cow.
I didn't like the first arc. Hated it, actually.
So, really?
Cool
That's
premise.
the
I
ambulance
thought it was badly
driver,
written.
right?
I hate to say that, but it was poorly written. But I did like the idea. The premise was cool, but I don't think it was executed. Sorry if you're
A couple
listening.
people, no, a lot of people said they really, really, really liked the first issue. So the first series was 3 issues. A lot of people really enjoyed the first, and then a lot of felt that the second and third issues kind of took a dip. I don't
was
think
like
they took
Cookie
a.
mad. Cookie said, "Not Siphon, not my Siphon."
Did you like Siphon, Cookie?
I didn't read it.
Oh no, she's
Who's-
frozen. If she's
who's-
talking, I can't hear her.
Hello?
I heard her.
Yeah, she's good. It's just you, Ruben.
Hold
I
on.
know.
I don't want him to
Oh,
have
no.
the ego.
It always is me. What?
Have you guys seen what's it called, Megamind?
No.
Yes.
Megamind the movie?
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at how Isaiah's sitting right now. It's giving Megamind. It's giving villain. It's giving your
Freaking villain.
Okay, go ahead, Ruben.
Cool. Everybody's back. So, if you don't know this, honestly, I didn't really think the first arc made much of a splash. It won a Ringo Award, but I just didn't think that people were picking it up. But the writer announced that it's came back for a sequel series, 4 issues. So that was surprising and very exciting. The colors are amazing. Let me find a good example. Like, here is this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and here's the cover for issue 1 of the sequel, the second series.
Very nice.
So I will. This actually has the synopsis in the first page. For those who haven't read it or are interested, Silas, an EMT living in New York City, comes to wield an ancient power to sense and siphon away pain from others at the grave cost of carrying that pain himself. Overwhelmed by his burden, Silas accepts the help of a mysterious drifter and learns to manipulate the power to harness joy in people instead. But he soon realizes that Antonio's true intentions are for darker than his misguided altruism, and is forced to battle and defeat him in an astral plane. Now, Silas will need to chart his own path, and this power with help from his partner, Livia, assigned to studying the impacts of emotional trauma. So I just think this is, it's very comic-y, if you will, but I think it's a very kind of a fresh story. I definitely see the passion in the writers' work. I really like the creative team. So yeah, I'm really glad this came back. These are definitely something I want to get the first trade because God, this came back in 21 or came out in 21. So definitely would like to familiarize myself with it. And it's 3-issue trade, so it's dirt cheap on in stock trades.
They changed artists for the second arc. I see here.
Did they?
Yeah, it's a new artist. Yeah, on the second arc.
I know the first arc had 2 writers.
It still does as well. This one, yeah.
Wait, really? I thought one of them didn't come back.
Oh, maybe I've got an older article on it here in my phone.
Patrick Meany was the first one.
Yeah.
Oh,
with
wait.
Asif.
Ashraf and Akanda. Those
Arish. Yeah.
So there's still 2 writers.
They're co-writers, yeah. And Thomas Hedgland.
But Ashraf is the creator. Yeah. But yeah, if y'all haven't checked it out, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's only first arc is out in trade, and it's only 3 issues, so it's probably like $9 wherever you buy your books. So a little bit of Big 2. I won't go too much into this because I talked to a couple of y'all on this. Detective Comics by Ron V. This has been absolutely this was tough, challenging to read at first. Like, do I want to keep reading this? It feels I've been enjoying it. The art has been great. The approach has been amazing. So, Ron V is all about music. A lot of his work is inspired by music he listens to. Like, people like legitimately ask him on Twitter, like, hey, what's the playlist for the vigil? What music were you thinking about whenever you were writing Rare Flavors? And like for this, he went for a opera style approach. The covers are amazing. They all look like a painting. So this one here, a little buzzard on it.
I love the covers they came out with for that. And it does look opera and all, like.
Every cover looks absolutely amazing. This one, the one that came out this week. What?
You're ignorant.
I apologize, Ruben.
What'd you do?
What is happening?
He created
the multiplicity shit.
I thought I was.
He logged in with a different device. Yeah, with a second device.
I apologize.
His burner account.
But you know what? It did. The lighting was better.
This is the first one cover that I've seen come out that I would consider plain or like not as vibrant, but hey, it's been a good story. Yeah, it's kind of sort of wrapping up, so I think it's great. So it's been a fantastic series, but I stand firm that it should have been a mini series, not an ongoing detective.
It very much reads like Batman from the 80s, where they used 100 words per text box.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's not Tom King and his relentless dialogue, inner monologue stuff that he has. Other than that, that's what I've been most excited for. For the first time, I'm collecting Shazam, which has been really cool. Mark Waid is taking the status quo and changing it, doing away with the man-child aspect of it.
How so?
So good question. It's definitely a slow process. So Mark Waid actually went on Comics Cube, the podcast and/or YouTube channel, and talked about, he legitimately said, no offense to Zachary Levi, but I believe that like the Shazam is, or Captain Marvel, the original, is his true self whenever he is the not man-child, whatever he emphasized, like he wants to push wisdom, and wisdom doesn't mean you're a super genius. Wisdom doesn't mean you're you know everything about everything. He said legitimately, like, wisdom is when you know when to go to bed early, to eat your vegetables, like when to say no. And so after this last issue, which was number 6, I believe, if anyone's keeping up with it, we see Billy have a heart-to-heart with Solomon, who is the wisdom keeper within the Shazam, I don't want to say persona, the entity, if you will.
Yeah.
And so they had a heart-to-heart, and so I'm really excited for the next issue because I think the previous one, issue 6, really was the immediate change or the start to the change in the captain, as he's now gone by the captain's personality, where
So
he'll be
personality-wise, he's mature.
personality for
Or there's-
Shazam. Yeah, Billy will be Billy, but when he changes into the Shazam side, he'll, you won't see him goofing off,
Okay.
chewing bubble gum, playing video games, but we'll see. But I definitely know Mark Waid is wanting to go in that approach, but it's been really fun so far.
Make him another Superman.
Not really.
Mhm.
I mean,
I just feel like, oh, you're mature now. Okay, I guess I gotta stop being funny.
I
No
think
more
you
drunk?
can do
Nice
both.
try, L. Nice try.
No, but I'm saying
Yeah,
that's been his
there's a
whole
good
persona.
balance.
Like the whole crux of his
I mean,
charm has been him being childish.
that's just Jeff Johns did that. Like Captain Marvel was not like that since the 40s, so it works. I mean, I don't know.
I
Some
guess
people
you have
believe
to
that.
care about the character. I just don't care.
Watch the Shazam
She's just trying
documentary.
to
Like,
fight.
Nah.
pretty much. Why did I even
I've
give her
seen
that
the
much?
movie. I
Where's
liked
the
the first
Shazam
one.
documentary at?
YouTube.
All right, say less.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 50 minutes long, or
50
maybe
All right.
exactly
Hey,
an hour.
look, I don't care. I was
Show
gonna
me
watch
a
it.
3-minute TikTok and I'll watch
Yeah,
it.
people. It's really
Boil it
good.
down
It's
to 3
got
minutes.
like the people like Jeff Johns on there, Jim Lee, Mark Waid, I believe, and they talk about the history of Shazam, like from the very beginning, how it sold out whenever first released. And Shazam is Superman but with magic. Yeah, some stuff, some like Captain Marvel experts wouldn't really agree with, but I think it was really great and informative. The only Marvel book I've picked up this year consistently, aside from Predator, is Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Been really
Okay.
enjoying this by Benjamin Percy. So I've always liked Ghost Rider, like prior to reading comics. Always thought he was a super great character. No, you want to know how I got hooked onto him was when I was a teenager. I played Marvel Ultimate Alliance on the Wii, and it had if y'all played that, you could pick 4 characters who you're like playing the game with, and you could swap out. So I had Captain America, Ghost Rider, Deadpool. Who was the other one? I don't remember, but Ghost Rider was the most fun. And I started collecting comics like by issues in 21. So when Benjamin Percy was announced as the next writer, like I saw Ghost Rider getting a new #1, so I was like, sweet, like my chance to finally experience the character. And if you like, this doesn't have big two syndrome. Like this is like an indie book featuring Ghost Rider. That's probably a weird description, but I really enjoyed it. It was very standalone. The only goofy Marvelness that I saw from it. Elle, do you remember the go-kart racing issue where
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was silly,
like-
but also I would buy all of those as toys for my kids.
I mean, I would too, and I don't have kids. But
You just
but
race
that
them on your
it had
little
meaning
whistle.
to it.
Who's the Ghost Rider
He
in
was
that
silly.
series?
Yeah, whoever won like
Johnny
won, like, a
Blaze.
favor from the devil.
Johnny
or
Blaze, okay.
something.
This one's Johnny Blaze, but apparently he's going to pass the torch soon to a new character. I don't know. They're doing something
6 issues.
innovative.
How many issues did you say?
Oh,
it's in?
more than
They're up to
6.
20 now, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
The quote-unquote final issue will be 21.
I've read through like
which
6
comes
of
out
them. I'm a
soon.
few
So they're
behind, yeah.
creating a new Ghost Rider line.
I'm not sure. All I know is that a new Ghost Rider is coming. I don't know if like Robbie Reyes or
Reyes
I like
was the only
Reyes.
other one I knew of.
Yeah,
This
that's the
was
only
Dan-
one
He
I
had
know.
this more sinister skull, right?
Yeah,
He has like a helmet skull.
Okay.
This was my first time reading a Ghost Rider series, and I really did enjoy it. But I also really loved how like all the characters were like car names, like it's just random like Exhaust. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I love Exhaust.
Yeah.
I think he's a new villain, but I'm not sure. But he was really
like
cool.
Oil change, like they all just have like really funny.
The
like,
villains?
cars.
Yeah,
Uh,
and Johnny's brother Danny Ketch is in the series. He's being
Okay.
experimented on by a evil scientist, and he
Yeah,
also
on
had
my
a
list.
he had a 6-issue miniseries. Danny Ketch did. I don't know the continuity of that, but yeah. So
Let's ask a real question about Ghost Rider Cookie. Nick Cage as like a
I was gonna-
burnt out Ghost Rider or Renfield in his weakened state, and you have to make babies with him. And the genes will carry on. You gotta
Damn.
I'm going Ghost Rider.
You're going withered.
Yeah, withered.
You push him out dust.
I'll take dust over
Smoke
rotting
and dust.
flesh. Yeah, it's just a little.
I was even thinking about Nicolas Cage at the same time. I was
Yeah.
like, how about Nicolas Cage on Ghost Rider? Because I like that. He should revisit.
The second film was good. The first one was
Those were when I liked comic book movies because they felt random.
Yeah, like they
fun.
kept like
what
yeah,
is
they
it?
They didn't know what they were doing, or they didn't really have,
they were just popping.
they didn't
around,
have an
like,
agenda, and it was great.
Yeah, it wasn't like a
Oh,
decade-long universe. It's like,
now I
Is
see.
that steel?
Steelworks. I collected it digitally, but I bought 3 covers because I thought they were cool. So it was like a double whammy. But I really love John Henry Irons. I'm really glad he got a series.
I
but
liked the Shaq movie. I loved it.
Shaq.
I haven't seen it. I don't want to ruin my perception of Steel by watching it.
So listen, it came out in a time when we didn't have a Steel. There was nothing. So it was the best thing out to me. You know, I'm not a sports fan at all, but it was like, oh man, it's fucking Steel. He's not Superman. He's just some fucking guy in a suit.
Oh
Knocking shit out. So it was really cool. Yeah, now I wouldn't watch it because I know better, but I enjoyed it then. I know I loved it. I watched it.
You wouldn't support black cinema?
If it's bad,
that's not what I said. I don't support bad movies.
There you go.
And back then, we got bad movies because they were just crapping shit out just to test the waters or whatever.
Remember Shazam?
Not everything.
Sinbad?
I can't say anything.
Okay,
again,
another movie.
I did not
another
like
movie that I enjoyed. I enjoyed the Sinbad movie too.
You said Suge Knight?
Shazam.
Yeah, Sinbad's a solid movie though.
No, Sinbad the comedian. He played Kazam.
Yeah, Kazam.
The
Shazam's
genie.
cousin. From
No, wait, stop.
Well,
Shaquille O'Neal played Kazam.
No, Shaquille O'Neal played Shazam.
No, Shamil O'Keel.
That's in another dimension.
Shamil O'Keel played
Another
Kazam.
dimension. He played
The man. This is Mandela effect.
Yeah,
that movie never happens. That movie never happens.
Ruben, we have to perpetuate misinformation on this channel. That's what it's for.
I wanted to trigger y'all, and here we are.
Yeah, that people really believe it was Shaq and not Sinbad.
Yeah, because Sinbad is a genie.
Wait.
In real
No,
life.
they thought it was Shazam.
I really want to know.
Like that Sinbad made Shazam a movie, but Shaquille O'Neal did Kazam way back when.
Yeah.
Was a Shazam movie with...
He's also a basketball player.
Shazam was the...
Oh, really?
And also, have you guys ever had the Shakaroni? Best pizza at Papa John's.
Oh, the one with all that pepperoni on it?
Yeah, the post-racial Papa John's, the best.
Listen, man. I remember opening the box one time when I got that. I was like, damn, okay.
They have a Patron pizza.
What?
Patron, you know, like Patron, like
tequila.
No, I know Patron.
Yeah, but it's called Patron Pizza down here in Houston.
How's it made?
They put tequila on pizza?
I never thought about that. But
Juan, you're in Houston?
Wait.
Really, Dad,
don't say anything.
Like you said, you don't invite me to when you
Juan,
here.
Juan. We all introduced ourselves at the beginning and said where we're from. Juan, where are you from?
Houston.
I thought you were from El Paso.
Okay. He didn't say the great state of Texas. Houston.
Just Houston.
Juan, you're killing us, man.
What? No, because I knew.
No, not the great state.
We are
Nation. He said nation.
I'm sorry. The great nation of Texas.
Great nation of Texas.
Wait, didn't a couple of years ago they really tried to separate?
No, I mean I don't know.
Wasn't it last year? Isn't it every year?
It was recent.
They all do that shit.
Every presidential election they say that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It was recent. Texas was trying to secede from the United States.
Yeah.
Well, we've been trying to exceed y'all from the United States for a long time.
Look, man, you know how many
Trying to
times
cut
since
the
I
tail
moved to
off.
Florida, I've got that Bugs Bunny cutting off Florida gift sent to me.
Oh, you live in Florida? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He says it with such genuine.
Listen,
Everybody has the same reaction.
I live far enough in Florida that if some zombie apocalypse happened, I would be trapped here trying to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
You said
my
deep in the
plan,
heart of Florida.
my plan is to have
Florida.
the Floridians eat each other and kill each other out and just take over
Kill
a
each other
small
out.
gated community.
It's gonna be like
Got some
fucking Water
phrases.
World for y'all. We're just gonna leave y'all over there, freaking Floridians.
Mhm.
One more thing.
Mhm.
So this didn't come out this year, but for the first time ever, I read Batman: The Long Halloween.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
I
one.
never read this until
Mhm.
this year.
Such a
And
good detective story.
there's a lot of popular Batman books that I really don't like, but this is easily one of the greatest Batman stories. Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale are amazing. Rest in peace, Tim Sale. Everybody misses you. But yeah, love this book a lot. I might buy the Tim Sale Jeff Loeb omnibus. And also something about my journey. I've decided I'm going to cut way back on back issues and up trades for the sake of mostly space.
Uh-huh.
And price is like
Yeah.
price is just like a second, like a bonus. Like I'm more conscious about space these days.
Mhm.
Because like I was looking through my boxes. I'm like, did I really need to collect this? Did I really need to get these covers?
Yes.
We were young.
but
That's okay.
still,
We were all there.
Yeah.
We understand.
you live and you
We've all
learn.
been
Yeah.
there.
Who said I'm young? Thank you.
Ruben's
Because
the youngest one here.
Digital, man, go
Today.
digital. Then you won't even have to worry about space
Ruben,
anymore.
how old are you?
Mm,
Yeah.
Me too.
20 something.
old enough to no, I don't know.
He's 20
He's old.
something.
He
Sure.
just turned 16.
No, oh, here's where I was conflicted. Like, I don't want
How old
to
are you, Ruben?
collect all the things, even though I'd love to. But here's where I'm conflicted: is there are like creatives and characters and stories that need support that don't get it, and I'm just like, damn it, this was just announced. If I don't support it, nobody else will.
Yeah.
Whole industry.
So my workaround on that is like subscribing to formerly Comixology.
Mhm.
So I subscribe because
That.
people get like numbers. They get support with digital sales. They're just not talked about because people just look at LCS stuff.
Yeah.
But that's still a way to support. But now it's all on Kindle, which sucks. But I
Yeah.
don't even know if you still get a discount on Kindle if you subscribe. So what I was
There's a
thinking
lot of
about
stuff
doing
that-
was just like subscribing on Comixology, Kindle, and then buying the trade if I like it. Like I said, Steelworks. I don't want to collect 6 issues. I knew it was a minis, but I did collect it digitally, bought covers. So we'll be doing that with some more series. But yeah,
That's a good way, yeah.
Struggle.
Digitally that way,
Yeah.
you know, and then if you really like it,
You have
'Cause
Global
it's-
Comics. You have Drive Through, which when you buy the digital, you buy a PDF so you can download it. You
Nice.
have Omnibus is a new one that's just starting out. Streaming comics digital, so you
never
can
heard
check
of
that
any
one
of
out.
these. Okay.
Those are all digital places where you can purchase digital comics to
The
support
struggle-
creators.
Struggle is definitely like a lot with indie comics. Like when I know they're miniseries, it's like, why not just wait for the trade that's obviously going to come out after this?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like excited about like just doing digital because I still support,
Yeah.
and then we'll support again when I buy a trade collected.
Mhm.
And
I'm gonna do that.
so I wish, I mean, if I had a huge house, I would have a room just to put my back issues and hang up my framed covers. But yeah, I mean, don't we all want that? If I could collect
Yeah.
all the things, I would collect all the things, but sometimes you just can't.
See, what I do now is the only floppies I kind of collect are the lesser known stuff, like creators that don't have as big of a profile, and I'll wait for like deluxe editions to come out of, like, say, Jeff Lemire's work, the bigger names. You know, they're going to get deluxe editions, so I just wait for
Yeah.
that hardcover to come out, and I buy the floppies for the smaller guys that really need the exposure.
If you're conscious about space in perspective, like get a 6-issue miniseries that you have bagged and boarded, stack that, and then put the trade of that next to it. The difference is big. So if you're conscious about space and in perspective, it's like a fraction of how big that stack of back issues is.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, everybody has their own style. Do what you want to do, like what you like, ignore what you don't. We all got our rhyme to reason.
Once I got to like 9 boxes, I'm like, I got a problem.
I'm at 6, like almost 6 boxes, and I'm just like, okay, no more.
I went ham for like a year ordering online, cover after cover, and then I saw one with Venom dunking on Spider-Man. I had to have 2 of those. Like, it's just dumb shit, man. I was just buying to buy, man. So now I got all these boxes. I'm like, fuck. So
Yeah,
I'm chill out.
I went through my first year collecting a lot, and then I started telling myself, well, I'm not gonna have any kids, and I need to start thinking who is all this stuff gonna go to, which is gonna be the garbage, because I'm not gonna leave it to anybody.
I'll take it.
So, no, I'm just saying. So I started thinking that way. Is like, so that's why I just go with hardcovers now. But yeah, going digital and doing that way, I like that idea very much, because
I have stuck to
I leave
trades
secret notes in
now.
my books for my kids to find when they're older to scare
That's
them.
cute.
Well,
You're so
give my
pretty.
stuff to y'all kids.
Wow,
Like
see,
some
now
Home Alone.
I thought it was gonna be something cool, but
Like
no.
if there's like a page that has like titties on it or something, I'll leave a note and be like, "So you're reading this, pervert, huh?" I'm always watching.
Close the door. Like,
I see what you're doing.
Your
Love
oldest son,
Mom.
like, this one's for you.
Even though that's the
Thought you
reason why
liked
you
this
bought that
show.
in the first place, L.
Right.
Mm.
My oldest son is well off. You know, he's dating Ice Spice secretly. So.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, Warren.
Get that money.
Warren.
He's
Wow, he got it. He got it. He said,
Not Ice Spice.
He
Wow.
bypassed all girls that are decent enough.
He said she coming for Christmas.
Speaking of Christmas.
Eggnog. Oh, I got eggnog in the
on the way
fridge.
out?
I was scared to drink something for my Christmas party.
Oh, I can't wait to drink eggnog. The non-alcoholic one. I like the
Well, yeah, non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Two
whore.
alcoholics.
Stuff right through me.
Hey, it's good for you.
Y'all always have a Michelada and or.
I got
Yeah,
this.
do you put that stuff in your eggnog? What is it?
Oh my god!
Chamois?
No, oh wait, hold
Patron?
on. I never thought about that, but the sweetness and the tanginess.
Ew. That sounds
No,
like a
don't
stomach
at me.
No.
No, Al, come on now. You with your pickles and
Imagine
everything.
putting like sour powder on milk.
You're going too much.
JP, I was
Oh
gonna
my
say
God.
that I remember the first one
No.
first call one show we did, and you was pouring all that salsa in there.
It was
I was like,
No.
man, he doing a whole lot.
No, so
Golly.
in
Doing the
the
most.
corner, there's a food truck in the corner that sells a mix, the sauce with the clamato and everything. I just drink out that. I've been drinking that for like a little sip every now and then for 2 months. Oh my god, it's a good kicker. But I don't even put in the beer. That's just for me just to take a sip every now and then. So good.
Be
L,
kicking
is
it around like
so
it's a Capri Sun.
heck yeah, just a little sip of cognac.
Capri Fun.
So good.
Capri Fun.
That's an actual drink at a bar over here.
Really?
Oh, really?
Joe, when's your next show?
Tomorrow.
Oh, your last show, the one with the Pierre
Dola? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pierre Dola?
I love his accent, but I was listening to it, and he has a lot of history towards his art.
Yep.
That's for sure, because I love his
Oh,
art.
you
It's
should,
really
It was very informative.
yeah,
you read
exactly.
his-
Man.
You read his stuff, you'll know a lot more about him.
Yeah.
I love his
He's
artwork,
very like Johnny said, he wears his history on his sleeve. He doesn't hold back on anything in his books. So,
And I'm a sucker for people who are drawing, because I was looking, it's like, I love that shit. You know, when people are drawing. Just,
well, you go. He has about 10 books on Global Comics you can read for free. So, go on Global Comics, type in his name. He's got about 10 books you can just read there, and all his books are at least 100 pages each, almost.
Cool.
So he's pretty prolific. He's got a lot of stuff out.
Yeah, his artwork is really interesting. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do this again soon and talk horror movies? Because I haven't talked about people.
Horror movies?
Well, our
Yes,
next
'cause
show is
there's a
on the
lot.
27th, and we're doing true crime. It doesn't have to be local this time. It could be whatever. Just
Oh!
no rape.
Your favorite
Kid.
documentary of the
Thank
year.
Or kids. No, or kids stuff.
I wonder which one I watched.
Recent events, kids, or like, you know.
Well, not so much recent events. Just let's let the case be closed, because I don't want to be clickbait.
Huh?
The what close?
I don't want to do like open cases, because I feel like that's clickbait.
Yeah.
Let's do cold cases.
Cold cases are fair game because they need help. It needs eyes.
So they need.
I agree
Yeah.
on that one. Like, I personally don't like unsolved, but I appreciate that they're out there, because the more stuff's out
And
there.
our bread and butter here analytically is Shrek erotica, Tubi, and crime.
Oh,
Brett?
Tubi.
Those are our
Tubi?
best viewing
Yo,
ever.
speaking of
Oh,
Tubi,
Ruben, yeah,
That's where the
Tubi.
butter is.
did you guys see that DC struck a deal with Tubi to
Yes!
stream all their movies?
What?
Like, yes,
Like
Yes,
they're gonna
we
ruin
saw.
my Tubi.
exclusive deal. Not exclusive, but they have
How
a deal with
Netflix-
Tubi that they get all the new shows that's coming out, Lois and Clark and all that shit, all the movies. They're going to Tubi.
Oh, Chris is gonna
Huh.
love that. Chris loves, yeah.
And
The
like
pop-
I'm like, what the Tubi Voodoo? Like, are these real things? And now they get
It's
Batman movies.
it's Warner Brothers desperately trying to get out of debt.
Why did they lose $20 million on?
the
Blue
previous regime, like they were a circus. They focused too much on Max and not the theaters and
Max, though.
so many reasons.
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa, whoa!
the
This
list
is
goes
a
on.
comic book show.
That's the same thing. We're talking about
It's
DC.
not.
It's adjacent.
No.
Yeah,
And
from
also,
Tubi.
if
It's
you
a
notice-
railroad.
We
But
talked
I've been
about-
trying to wrap this up because I popped my hip out of its socket a little bit.
How you
So I've
pop
been
your hip
trying
out
to
from
wrap this
sitting?
up for the last 5 minutes. And you
Oh,
That's code. That's
Wrap it up.
that's
Let's go.
code for she took an edible and she's kicking in
no,
now.
my hip, I got a muscle spasm in my leg, and I went to stretch it out, and it said,
Thanks
not
everybody
today.
for coming.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
for watching, everyone. Have a great night.